Mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the Bcsn app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really?
Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High-quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
For five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
This is Ryan Fulford, AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the Bcsn Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Are you ready? It's time. The inaugural Urban NerdCon is coming to Montgomery, Alabama, July 29th through the 31st. Blurs, nerds, and geeks from across the universe will converge on the capital city to see celebrity guests such as The Last Dragon, Tybach, Megan Tandy, and voice actor Dave Fennoy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm voice actor Dave Fennoy with a shout out to all my geeks, freaks, and urban nerds. Just want to let you know I'm going to be there and I want to meet you at the Urban NerdCon Gaming and Cosplay event. It's happening July 29th through the 31st in Montgomery, Alabama. Hope you want to meet me as much as I want to meet you.
So join us by visiting theurbannerdcon.net for ticket and vendor information. This will be the premier Blurred event in the universe. Theurbannerdcon.net. Our heroes, our villains, our stories, everyone's con. See you there.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the Bcsn app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Friday of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network. Alongside former Texas Southern and SWAC champion Nick Strong, I am Nicholas Finch, and we are honored to bring you this game live from Riverwalk Stadium in downtown Montgomery, Alabama. Champions from the NCAA Division II and NAIA brackets will be determined today. The first matchup of the morning session will put Albany State against Kentucky State, with the winner advancing to face Miles at 5 p.m. for a bid to play for the title tomorrow. Nick, tell us about Kentucky State and how this team will look to stay alive in this contest.
Well, they did stay alive yesterday, and I mean, it's just a matter of, them playing good baseball. They got better defensively yesterday. We saw the first game when they actually played Albany State. This is a rematch, by the way. We saw that the game was pretty close. Brady Bibb was going all the way into the 7th inning, and I mean, one play caused 7 runs to, give up a game, essentially, that inning, for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. So I think they got the defense together yesterday. Now they're going to have to start Jalen Anderson on the mound. They're going to have to get a good performance from him, but I'm sure he's going to have a short leash. Backs against the wall today. Kentucky State bullpen should be all right. I think Coach Henry goes to the bullpen early on if Jalen Anderson gets in trouble.
You talk about backs against the wall. I think this is essentially the 5th game this week for Albany State. So talk about how the Golden Rams will have to try to hang on as best they can here.
Yeah, and they will. I mean, they played a decent game yesterday versus Miles College, and getting in their first game when they played Kentucky State, they look pretty good on the offensive side. But they've got to come with it on pitching as well. Again, backs against the wall. They started off slow yesterday against Miles, never really got back all the way in the game. They did use their sticks later on in the game. So the sticks are there, but they're also going to have to rely on the pitching and the bullpen. You talked about it, which is going to be a key to the victory today for the Albany State Rams. They have to make sure that they are conditioned after playing all those games this past weekend. Coming into today's game and this week's contest, they have to stay conditioned. And will they get a performance? Will they get a good performance from their bullpen as well?
Let's see if they can get it done. Let's look at the starting lineups first for Kentucky State, since they will be the away team. You have leading off designated hitter Jared Pierce, batting second and in center field Kelton Saylor, batting third left fielder Collier Higgs, fourth is the right fielder Antonio Chambers, fifth and at first base Boo Thompson, batting sixth the catcher number 10 Roby Shank, batting 7th, the second baseman, number 29, Byron Famble. Batting 8th, third baseman, number 19, Daniel Moore. And batting 9th, the shortstop, number 14, Aaron Kumar. Pitching for Kentucky State will be Jalen Anderson. Now flip it over, looking at the Albany State starting lineup. Leading off will be Lavoisier Fisher in center field. And in right field will be Zane Ross. Batting third will be the second baseman, Lachlan Ross. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 9, Nicholas Fernandez. Batting fifth at third base, Nathan Lloyd. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Malik Bell. He'll be followed by the designated hitter, Tyler McConnell. Batting eighth will be the catcher, Tucker Jordan. And batting ninth and in left field will be T.J. Thomas II. Pitching for Albany State is Brady Davis. He's taking some warm-up right now on the mound. Those are your starting lineups here. Davis comes in with a perfect 5-0 record. It's his 12th appearance on the season. He's started in every game he's appeared in. He's pitched 26.2 innings. Opponents hitting .288 against him, 17 strikeouts against 14 walks. And he'll be facing a very hungry, everybody wanting a chance to compete for that Tyson Foods Black College World Series championship crown. You got to win 2 today to do that if you're either one of these teams.
Yeah, and you definitely got to win 1 right now, and you got to come back and beat Miles in the second game. And, you know, Miles has been playing some really good baseball, 2-0 undefeated here early on in the HBCU World Series.
Jared Pierce gets into the box here. We're about to be underway in the first game of 4 here at the Tyson Foods Black College World Series.
Hello to Mama Pierce, always supporting her boy, the survivor.
And she watches her son swing at the first pitch and fouls it off for an 0-1 count. So Pierce, Saylor, and Higgs all guaranteed as that one misses inside for a ball. It's interesting when you see Kentucky State's lineup. You go DH and then all the outfielders in the 2, 3, 4 slots. That one, no chance at a swing there. Misses for a ball, moves count to 2-1.
Brady Davis is going to have to get on top here. You don't want to let Pierce get ahead of you, and that's why.
He swung on and fouled one off.
Pierce can hurt you. You know, in the DH spot today, you know, everyday catcher, Shank is going to get the start today for the Thoroughbreds. You know, you go at least 2 catchers on your staff. In tournament play, he can't catch every game. He caught, you know, a game yesterday. Actually, he caught Wednesday and Thursday. So, you know, you give him a day off here just to rest his knees.
And that's just hard cutting a swing and a miss for Pierce. So he'll go down swinging here. First batter of the game.
Great job there by Brady Davis to kind of come with the off speed. Looking good there. Slowed up Jared Pierce's bat. Saw that he was ready to go for the poolside swing. But when you throw that changeup, you know, it's a deception pitch, right? You know, so you kind of got to swing a little slower. And, you know, Brady Davis just kind of slowed up his bat there.
Kelton Saylor up here.
Kelton Saylor is going to turn around. We know he's a switch hitter. Stronger side is the left side. But let's see, he was 0 for 1 yesterday from the right side.
Saylor watches the 1-0 pitch come in for a strike. That'll move that count to 1-1. Early goings here, the first game of 4 today here in Montgomery. Winner advances to play Miles College, I believe, at the 5 o'clock game. And this one's hit towards center field, is being tracked and caught by Fisher. And that'll be out, number 2.
Good job there by Brady Davis. 2 up, 2 down. How long can Brady Davis go today is going to be the storyline for the Albany State Rams, who's in the gray jerseys today with the blue socks. I like it.
Pitcher. You see Kentucky State in the green jerseys with the white and yellow outline. Both good, solid looks for these programs as far as the jerseys is concerned. This one hit on a line to right field, but Fernandez is there to glove it. He'll step on the bag himself, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. The first swings coming up for Albany State. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
team. All around town, we're trying to get down.
We're all about feeding your family.
Back to action here in the bottom of the first inning. Nick Finch and Nick Strong with you calling the action. It is no score between Kentucky State and ASU. This is game 9 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. First game of the day. We'll have this NCAA Division II game followed by the NAIA game. And we'll have the championship matchups for both brackets before heading to the big day tomorrow.
And you'll still be here, huh?
We'll
check
see.
it out.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know exactly what my schedule's going to be tomorrow. But
You're a busy guy.
I am a busy guy.
Such a busy guy.
Yeah, I do have a lot going on for somebody.
Such a busy guy in the state of Alabama. There's only 3 expressways, man. You can get home and back in an hour from Birmingham, from Tuscaloosa, man.
Well, the problem is there's only 3 expressways. Lavoisier Fisher will lead off here for the Golden Rams. The center fielder will be followed by Zane Ross and Lachlan Ross, the twins from Aussie. The Aussie twins. All guaranteed here. First pitch way outside for a ball.
I'd like to see what this Jalen Anderson can do. Hasn't had a chance to pitch just yet in this tournament. He's got the start today. Game 3 for these guys.
Watches another ball come in is Fisher. Fisher doing a good job not being too aggressive here.
(3-0) here for Fisher. And the Rams look for a leadoff. I'm taking all the way here.
Anderson coming in today just pitched 16 in the 3rd innings. So not a ton of work done this season. Has a chance to be a hero here today. This one swung on. One hopper.
He might have that. That's a PFP. Great job, Jalen.
Jalen did a good job of keeping that in the infield, and that could have been trouble if they hopped a few more times and going to second baseman. Instead, it'll be a 1-3 putout for the thoroughbreds here to get out number 1 on Fisher.
Yeah, good job for fielding his position did Jalen Anderson do right there. Just kind of jumped up, stopped it with his glove, and luckily it took a friendly roll towards the bag where his momentum was able to, help him out with getting the ball to the bag there.
Zane Ross will step up here, the right fielder. 1 out, nobody on. Shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch is called a strike. I caught the left side of the plate there. Anderson, only thing Anderson's waiting on is for the batter to get ready. He was ready to go. 0-1 pitch on the way. That swung on and fouled out. That moves it to 0-2.
Coach Hemby making some lineup changes, moving the Ross brothers up a little bit.
Can't remember who he had batting second. But he did move. You're right. He did move them up. But this one, it's a couple hoppers to first base, as Thompson is there to record the out.
Yeah, good job there by Adrian Thompson. He had that one issue yesterday where the ball got past him. He said, not today, my man. He's worked on it, made the adjustment, and that's one thing that we do in this game of baseball. We learn how to make the adjustments. Good job there by Adrian Thompson just to make sure he gets the out.
And that's going to bring up Lachlan Ross here, the other Ross brother. Here all the way from Sydney, Australia. That one missed wide. That'll be a ball, and luckily nobody's on for Kentucky State.
It's been a nice influx of ball players from the continent of Australia. As we know, they have a professional baseball league over there. We saw the young lady who actually played professional baseball in the Australian league. A lot of guys from the MLB coming from Australia.
It's called America's pastime, but you love to see this game growing internationally.
Absolutely. I mean, it was in some places internationally before it was here.
That's true. 3-1 count now. Ross being very patient at the plate. As that one misses his own, and Lachlan will also represent the first base runner of the day for Albany State as he reaches first, courtesy of the walk.
We talk about the international game with all these kids, on all these rosters from international areas. I mean, these are some of the places actually where our Negro League players actually, you know, went to go play in winter leagues. You know, Panama, Cuba, you know, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. You know, so when you talk about guys like Jackie Robinson, you talk about guys like Josh Gibson, Satchel Paige. I can keep going and on. You know, you gotta remember that this game was actually it was international back then, as it is now. We're just able to see it on YouTube now.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the beautiful things about how the way technology improved is that pitch is called a strike, moves counting 1-1. So one of the beautiful things about technology, talent can be found anywhere now, and it doesn't matter where you go as long as you're comfortable with what you're doing. This one's a hot shot hit on the ground, scooped up by Moore. Moore will take a couple of hops, throw it over to first in time for out. So Thompson helps record the out. We'll head to the second inning of play. No score for either KSU or ASU. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're in the top of the second inning here in day 3, game 9 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network. We're at Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery, Alabama. Nick Finch and Nick Strong with you here, calling your action. 4, 5, 6 due up here for Kentucky State. As Antonio Chambers gets ready to take his first. Hacks against Davis. That first pitch goes outside for a ball. So, bats getting slow to go here, Nick. Does you think that has anything to do with the early morning start? It's third consecutive day in early morning start for Albany State.
Well, no, you know, these guys got a good rest last night. They didn't play last night, you know, like Rust and Talladega. You know, so these guys were able to get a good rest, you know, get to the hotel, get some sleep. Everybody stayed, you know, the night last night, all the teams. So, I mean, I think they're in good contention. Yeah, it's an early game, but, you know, like I say, this is what guys live for. I mean, they play on weekends at 10 o'clock, doubleheaders, you know. They've played summer tournaments here and there. I mean, this is quite normal for baseball.
At least it's normal for somebody. As the walk is drawn there by Chambers. So Adrian Thompson going to step up here. First baseman. He's made some good plays so far today. Let's see if he can do something with the bat. And he swings at the first pitch, but that will be foul. I didn't even do it. Bounce out of that nice little section over there. I'm not sure what that section is. I wonder if they like do sports shows over there or something.
Looks to be like a bar area. You know, you want to come to the ball game and have, you know, some waters and some beverages. And one thing that I see about this stadium,
they swung on, hit on the ground. 5, 4, 3, DP.
One thing that I see about this stadium, it's very unique. They have different sections for different peoples. You know, you got the suites, you got the stands, you got the outfield bleachers, or excuse me, not necessarily the bleachers, but the foul line out in left field. We got the sections out there. I mean, so it's a little bit for everybody out here.
So I bring up Roby Shank here, the catcher. He went from possibly having an RBI situation to having nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch misses his zone for a ball. You talk about pressure moments for Davis. Davis knows he has to go through this lineup several times. Can't show too much. And these the first time facing these batters is that misses for a ball was count 2-0. If he can get through the lineup twice, it'll be a successful outing here for Davis. We'll see what he can do here with a 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. That misses for a ball as well. I'm not wrong in my logic, right? Through the order twice, successful. As long as that, doesn't come with hits and runs attached to him.
You're never wrong, man.
I might be wrong sometimes. That misses for a ball. And that'll put Shank aboard. With 2 outs. With 2 outs. Second walk of the inning issued here by Davis. And that'll bring up Byron Famble. The last time he walked somebody, he was able to induce a ground ball to third base. Let's see if Phil will be able to induce another one here. That's swung on hard, cut by Famble and missed for strike 1. So this inning for Davis, we had a walk. Thompson grounded into a double play, and now another walk, and here we are with 2 outs. Runner standing on first. That's swung on and missed again by Famble. Famble using some technique, a little practice swing there. Without actually swinging the back, trying to figure out what's going on. Working on his follow-through.
Famble's defense is keeping him in the contest this weekend. He's got to make sure he steps it up on the offensive side if he wants to get his team.
0-2. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's so much good chemistry here. I had to bound mess up and step on you one good time. I was fouled off.
That's why I say you're never wrong. You're the captain in the seat today, buddy. Fly me.
That was swung on and missed again by Famble, so he'll go down swinging. Still no score. ASU's at bats coming up. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Back at it here. In the bottom of the second inning, Nathan Lloyd up here for the Rams. The Golden Rams, excuse me. I want to give a quick shout out to Dave Hernandez watching from Las Vegas, supporting the Golden Rams.
Las Vegas?
Yes.
Which hotel are they at?
It could be any hotel.
Are you guys on the strip watching the game this morning?
I don't know if they're much as watching as they have the AirPod in with the phone in the pocket, listening to the action. while playing some slots, because that would be me. And that one misses his zone as well, so 4 balls in a row.
Vegas is a good spot, man. I've always had some good times in Vegas. Got a chance to do a couple showcases out there a couple years ago over at UNLV. Some good baseball out there. Really good baseball.
I had to get out there at one point myself. I was supposed to go last summer. Things happened, couldn't work it out. But here we are now. That pitch to Malik Bell, way outside for a ball. We also have Caitlin Dorgan saying, "Let's go Breads," watching from Burlington, Kentucky.
There's a Burlington, Kentucky. Now, let us know where Burlington, Kentucky is. How close is that to your Frankfort or your Louisville or your Lexington? I'd like to know where that is, Burlington.
Is that the home of the Coke Factory? Do you remember Burlington Coke Factory? You think that's where it comes from? It's possible. I mean, a lot of materials would be made and things of that nature in Kentucky. It seems like a very plausible thing. As Nathan Lloyd was able to casually get to second base. What's up?
Let's call this game. Let's call this game.
2 balls, no strikes.
Man, we used to take some trips to Burlington Coat Factory early on with my mom.
A good place to get some clothes.
Jalen Anderson called for the balk there early on. He's got to make sure he stops, comes to a complete set.
Anderson, for someone who's playing like he is, it seems to be rattled right now here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. There's really no reason to be. Runner standing on second, but that was because of the balk, because of being rattled. 3-0 pitch on the way. That misses for a ball. So now 2 runners on, courtesy of a walk here.
Coach Henry's going to come talk to his pitcher out here, try to settle him down a little bit, but for the most part, you got to remember there's a runner at first and second with no out, so he's also going to come talk with his infield about how they want to play this situation right here. We have seen a lot of double steals so far in this tournament. You know, obviously we've seen a lot of bunting as well. You know, so Coach Henry is going to have to defend a couple of options here. You know, so one thing that he might do is maybe bring the first and third baseman in. They might run a wheel play, get the shortstop over the third. You know, kind of understanding where he wants to be. He kind of has to decide, do they want to get the lead runner at third or do they want to get the runner coming down first base, right? I mean, so if you get the lead runner at third, that kind of puts you in position to kind of save a run possibly. If you get the runner at first, it looks as though you may concede 1 run, maybe 2 on the hit, you know, so just kind of deciding, you know, what he's going to do and how he's going to play it. I'm anxious to see see what they talked about.
Absolutely. Let's see what can be done here. That's looking at the chat some more. Dave Hernandez said he coaches one of the high schools in Las Vegas. He's on the way. They're playing regionals. They're in the desert right now.
And they can only play in the morning or at night. Here's the bunt. Shows bunt. And it's a strike on the outside half. Now take a look at your first baseman, Adrian Thompson. You see he's in on that. He's what they call crashing in. And Moore is even with the bag at third base. He's going to turn angle so he can have an eye on the runner and the batter. And that's a good pick off right there. Try to show some action. Let the second baseman know you're not going to get it so easy.
I'll say one thing. Bambo did a good job of making sure that didn't get into the outfield there. He wasn't able to catch it cleanly, but at least he knocked it down right in front of him so that runner couldn't advance anywhere.
Here's the bunt. Shows bunt down the third base line. Foul. 2 strikes. Now, McConnell has not done a good job of getting this bunt down. He didn't even attempt the first one, and, you know, the second one went foul. So let's see if Coach Hibman wants to stick with the bunt right here. Although if you foul it off on 2 strikes, you're out. But I think these 2 runs are very important. So we'll see what Coach Hibman wants to do right here. I say he sticks with the bunt.
I love your bold strategies of going for bunts with 2 strikes.
Well, I mean, you got to get these runners over. I mean, so do it any way you can. If he's got to do it with a fly ball tag. Oh, wow. So that stretch out. He's out. Great job.
That's tough.
I mean, that's almost like a sack. It's like that's a fielder's choice. 8-5. So that was almost like a sack bunt. and the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds getting the lead runner at third like we talked about. You see something new every time at the ballpark every day, don't you?
Absolutely. And you're sitting here thinking to yourself, man, you'd love to see that runner be safe at third, but what can you do when that ball hangs in the air like that?
Yeah, I would have liked to. I mean, I thought he did right. I mean, it looks as though he went halfway, then he went back to the bag when he thought Saylor was going to catch it. I mean, but he was caught in no man's land. I mean, that was a fly ball that really should be caught, or that's usually caught in college baseball. So, you know, I don't really fault the runner in right there and Lloyd, you know, getting thrown out. He did the best he could.
So quickly behind 0-2 here is Tucker Jordan, the catcher.
And by the way, I'm going to bunt right here in this situation as well.
With one out.
Yep.
Sitting here, the eighth batter in the lineup. Might as well lay down that bunt. If Jordan doesn't agree with you, he hits one up the middle. Trouble. Throw over to first. Will be in time.
So you should have just bunted. You got the sacrifice.
That fumble made it interesting.
He almost had two there. He almost got out the inning. So now you got the 9-hole and Thomas, and he's got to do a job here.
But now you do have runners second and third. That's TJ Thomas, a 9-hole hitter. Comes up with an opportunity to put Albany State out in front here.
I'd like to see Famble back a little bit more, maybe playing a little poolside, and I would even like to see Kumar more so up the middle. I don't think Thomas is going to push this pitch of Jalen Anderson to the right, to the left side.
And that one misses outside. It was counting 1-1.
But what you don't want to do is walk this guy because you then bring the top of the order back up and you go with Lavoisier Fisher, and I don't think that's somebody you want to see right now.
No, absolutely not. So this is like we talked about. Each out is important, but when you get to a certain point in the lineup, outs become extremely important, and that is the case here as Anderson delivers the second ball of this at bat. So 2 balls, strike, 2 outs and 2 runners on.
Now I see Donald Moore kind of not necessarily holding Bill on, but kind of staying close to the bag. That way Bill doesn't get much, but again, I don't think Thomas has down the line power. And with a 3-1 count, he's going to be coming fastball, so I'm sure he's going to be able to get around him.
Right now, we're sitting at a 3-1 count. It's about trusting your defense. You know, you should get something good to look at. I mean, good to hit here, but it's just a matter of what you do with it. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off.
He's a little late there, so now Thomas has 3-2. Now I think this is in favor of Jalen Anderson right here. I think that Jalen Anderson has an arsenal of pitches he can go to on 3-2. You know, you kind of don't want to play with him, but at the same time, you want to give some action to T.J. Thomas right here and make sure he doesn't get around on your pitch.
And we'll see what Anderson can do here. 3-2.
That's a foul ball.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Ow. Actually, they're going to call a strike because he was in the strike zone. He was leaned over the plate.
Yep.
And you can't do that. So, I mean, the Thoroughbreds escaped one there. Great job there.
Batters interference. Well, I think that's technically how you have to enter that in the scorebook, but it matters not. We'll head to the 3rd inning. Still no score. Albany State leaves 2 aboard. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
200.
Daniel Moore at the plate here as we start the third inning of play, already with a 1-1 count against him. First game of today's bracket championship round. The winner of this contest would go on to face Miles College in the 5 o'clock matchup. And right now it's a 2-2 count for Moore against Davis. Top of the third inning here in Montgomery, Alabama. Riverwalk Stadium for Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Nick Finch with you alongside Nick Strong. Calling your action here in game 1. I think we'll also be together for the second game today as well. The 3-2 count in this matchup. Chance to get a leadoff walk, but it will be for naught. You can also have a chance for a leadoff strikeout, and that was the case there as Moore goes down swinging.
And again, you see Albany State going back to they don't throw the ball around the infield much. You know, you can see trying to get the ball back in the pitcher's hand. Grady Davis kind of wants to stay in rhythm, so I don't mind that from my team if I'm the head coach. You know, just kind of make sure the pitcher's taken care of. He's the priority on the field right now. Good job, Davis, for getting that first strikeout.
Henson swung on first pitch swing, and it will be in a line. Snow cone catch right there at the very edge of the glove. Thomas makes the play for out number 2.
Yeah, good job right there by Thomas out there in left field, patrolling everything. Check that Higgs. Just kind of, check that Thomas. Just making sure that he kind of got to the ball as quick as he could, stuck his glove out there. The only concern I had right there is you let that get past you. That's possibly a 3-bag. That's probably a 3-bagger. So, you know, good job right there by Thomas to make sure that he got the out.
1 ball, no strikes. Just looking at the chat real quick. Let's go. Let's lock in, Anderson. You good, kid? That's KSU pitcher Q James posted that. Alexandra Smith Cree with him. And we have checking in from Little Rock, Arkansas, Philip Crum. We got a shout out from Dave saying we're doing a good job on the broadcast. J.K. Henry watching from Ontario, Canada. Go Rams. Philip Crum says I'm with the Canadian and the Las Vegan. Go Rams. The Las Vegan. I've never seen that before, and I think that's what I'm going to call everybody from Las Vegas from here on out.
J.K. Henry, can you let us know what county you're from in Canada, please?
This was hit on the ground. Fielded by Davis. Good work by the pitcher to get over and get that out over at first. So we'll go down in order here to the Thoroughbreds. We'll go to the bottom of the inning. ASU at bat coming up. Still no score. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Bottom of the third inning, but top of the lineup is Lavoisier Fisher. Skies the first pitch he sees, but it doesn't leave the infield as the second baseman Famble is there to record out number 1.
You know, just talking about this county thing again, I mentioned, are there any counties in Canada? Let's see.
I got
Whitby, Ontario. So maybe, you know, maybe they have counties there that they go by provinces and cities. Ontario's a province. Toronto's a city. I would get somebody from Montreal the other night.
I like that. We have the French Canadians and we have the
Montreal Canadians.
The English-speaking Canadians. As that misses 2 consecutive balls. So Fisher was leadoff, and we mentioned this at the top of the order. So the Ross brothers are coming up.
You know how many hockey teams are in Canada, by the way?
Do you mean like professional?
Yeah, NHL.
Off the top of my head, I think maybe 6. This is the Edmonton Oilers, Toronto Maple Leafs, Ottawa Senators.
Canadian 7.
Oh, no, see, it's 7. All right, but I knew 6 off the top of my head, but I couldn't think of the 7th one.
Or is it the Canadian 9? How about J.K. Henry? How about J.K. Henry helps us out there? How many NHL hockey teams are there?
The Flames, Canadians, Maple Leafs, Canucks, Jets, Senators.
Ooh, that was a good one. Came out with that one.
And this one swung on, hit back up the middle, just under the glove of the diving shortstop Kumar. And that will be a hit here for ASU, the first one of the ball game. It belongs to Zane Ross.
Yeah, good job by Zane Ross just to kind of get it right back up. You know, we talked about that, hitting the ball where it's pitched, your favorite term. Letting the ball do the work for you. And the first thing I'm hearing from the defense, from the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds, is that I thought they got it together yesterday. You know, get a 2-ball, encouraging their defense. Let's make sure we make a play, at least get one out.
Oh, the Oilers.
Oh, man, there you go.
That's what I was missing.
There you go. Edmonton.
I'm sitting here thinking, what am I missing? 0-1 count here for Ross.
Now, do you know how many pro baseball teams there are in Canada? Or MLB baseball teams? It's not a loaded question.
Yeah, it's just the Blue Jays. There used to be more.
You know how many minor league baseball teams are in Canada?
Yeah.
Independent league baseball teams in Canada.
No, you're stretching my knowledge now.
Can-Am League, Canadian American League.
You're making me feel like I'm about to be disrespectful to our great neighbors of the Great White North, but I don't have the answer for you for these questions.
There he is. Good old Michael Coker. Hanging out. What's up, Coach?
1-2 count here for Ross.
All right, baby. Michael Coker getting things together today. Doing a good job putting this event together. Him and A.D. Drew and the rest of the crew, including you yourself, bringing all the action, man. Awesome.
It's a good flow right there, man. You freestyling on us? No beat. This one hit up the middle. Trouble could be 2. And won't be as that throw pulled Thompson off the bag, but the lead runner is out at second.
Great job there by Kumar to get up the middle and get to this ball, and the backhand was even better to Famble. Famble got it over there as quick as he could. A quick turn, just, you know, not quick enough to get the Ross brothers, Lackland over at first base.
Bring up Nicholas Fernandez. NHA2s in Canada, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal.
How many?
7.
7. Canadian 7.
I had it right. I got it in there. It just took me a little while to get to it.
I did my research in grad and master school on media in Canada, and I talked about, you know, the NHL and the broadcasting in Canada. Canadian broadcast, they do a lot of hockey night in Canada on their public radio and their public television station in Canada. It's a big deal, man. And the Blue Jays are also a big deal. Vladimir Guerrero, Kevon Biggio.
And this one hit hard, hop to short. Lamar is there. He gets it to Famble. We'll talk more about that on the other side. But right now, we'll head to the 4th inning of play. Still no score between KSU and ASU. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back, like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're in the top of the 4th inning here in Montgomery, Alabama. Game 9 of the Black College World Series. Nick Strong going to take over play-by-play here. We'll let him get going here in this 4th inning.
And thanks a lot, Nick Finch, hanging out with me, my counterpart. Having a good day here in Montgomery, Alabama. Riverwalk Stadium, the site. Albany State Golden Rams taking on the Kentucky State Thoroughbred. 0-0 ball game. Had some flashes of runners left on base. Game could have been out of hand, but some good defense both ways. You see they got the radar gun working today.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, oh, all of a sudden we know how fast pitchers are coming in now.
Absolutely. Brady Davis still on the mound at 74 for the Albany State Rams. Brady Davis so far, 3 innings. No runs, no hits. Kentucky State up to bat. It's going to be Kelton Saylor. Kelton Saylor 0 for 1, flied out to center field in his last at bat as he draws the walk right there. So let's go with Collier Higgs right here. Kentucky State trying to hop on the board. You think they go small right here, or do you think they go big with the 3-hole hitter, Nick?
Well, because it's a 3-hole hitter, they'll probably go big, but the idea would be to go small.
Oh, there's a swing and a miss. Strike 1 as they went big. Kelton Saylor, we do know, is a beast on the base paths. Let's see if he gets rolling here. Not really a good pitch for a hit and run. I like to see more of a straight steal right here, if so. It's going to be a ball high. Hit and run counts 2-0, 3-1, 2-1 type deals. Fastball counts, so you can kind of protect the runner with the fastball swing or whatever it maybe is to the right-hand side.
As much break as that ball had, I don't know how they could hit that.
And there's another pitch for a strike at 65 miles per hour, the curveball.
I was going to say same pitch, different location. That curveball looks beautiful coming out of his hands.
If you're going to send Kelton Saylor, you probably don't send him right here because you'll probably get a pitch out. And there it is. Or you get the pick off, rather. Kelton Saylor has got to get to second right now. Henry needs it in the strangest way for the Thoroughbreds. Defense playing straight up in the outfield. Middle infield playing don't play depth. There's a shot to the right field side. Foul. Bounces in the bullpen. Bounces in the lawn area. I remember my playing days in college when we played at Baylor. They had a lawn area, and the kids would go get all the balls, and they would even ask us for autographs. I mean, they thought we were a Big 12 team.
Kids, all they see is all they see is a college baseball player. It doesn't matter where you're from. But that's fun to see. You always like to see the youth get involved in the game. A lot of people talk about how baseball isn't as popular as it used to be because just because the lack of interest, because it can't be flashy. But as long as we teach these kids the game, teach them the right way, I think baseball is here to stay.
I'm in agreement with you. Here's the pitch by Davis. And just misses outside. When did you start playing baseball, or at what age did you get a chance to play Little League, rec ball, or whatever it is? Did you ever sign up for T-ball or anything?
I didn't get the chance to, but I've been around the sport forever. I've watched it. I mean, I'm learning more and more. My mom didn't really care for me to play baseball.
Kelton Saylor took off, and Higgs put a swing on, more of a run and hit right there. You never played schoolyard baseball, at least softball, or at school, or?
Oh, we did intramural softball, like I told you last night.
Right.
I did play Pee Wee football, and I played for a little while in high school.
Okay.
So I have some athletic experience, but not in baseball.
Gotcha. Clark County have a good baseball team?
Clark County does have a good baseball team. They, I think they did make it up here to Montgomery. I'm not sure how far they advanced once they got here, but a very solid baseball team. So that's a school that sent the football team to a state championship and won this year.
Oh wow!
It sent the boys basketball team to the regional championship, lost there, and then the baseball team made the regional tournament.
Fly ball right field. F9 if you're scoring at home or inside the booth. Inside joke there. 1-0 here for the Albany State Rams. That'll bring up Antonio Chambers, the right fielder for Kentucky State. Kentucky State now so far. Still no runs on the board. Kelton Saylor trying to get to second base, put himself in scoring position. Let's see if he goes on this one. There's a swing and a miss.
Some sad news here I'm looking at. The live chat has been turned off for the rest of the day, but I guess if I'll get on Twitter here, use the hashtag HBCU Strong. We'll try to get your tweets read just as much as we would have
They
here.
gave him my own hashtag? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, they gave us a hashtag to follow. So
oh,
we'll be able
okay. Oh. I thought I was giving my own hashtag there.
Oh, my goodness. I love it.
HBCU Strong. Want to thank everybody for, chatting inside the live chat and, kind of, taking us home and keeping us company. And just thank you for supporting your children, your families, your nephews, whoever they may be out there. Fly ball out of play. Nobody will get to this one except the fans. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Antonio Chambers, who drew a walk in his first at-bat.
That's what it's all about, making sure to make yourself available on the base path. You have one on here, only one away. Antonio Chambers needs to protect here and get on base.
Kelton Saylor takes off. There's a swing down the line. Will it stay fair? No. Kelton Saylor would have definitely scored on that one. Not bad hitting from Chambers. Tried to put it down that left field line. Had a lot of room down there. Left fielder check that. Thomas was in the vicinity.
Chambers got what he was looking for, but he pulled the trigger a little too early.
There's a deep fly ball, center field. And Fisher camps out under it, makes the catch. Can of corn for the Albany State Rams. That'll bring up Thompson, the first baseman from Kentucky State, Adrian. Thompson grinded out into a 5-4-3 double play in his first at-bat. Trains are still going strong. Not a day goes by. Thompson wanted to swing, held off. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Thompson grounded into the double play last time up. Look, well, I hadn't to worry about that now with 2 outs. Just has to worry about getting on.
How do you like these jerseys today? How do you like the jersey selection?
I love the jersey selection. See, green is my favorite color.
Okay.
So it's going to be hard to hate a green jersey selection.
Yeah, I mean, you got the grays on one side, and that might be a deep fly ball. Back, and it hit off the wall. Just short of a home run. We've got a play at the plate. Saylor's going to stop at third. Adrian around first to second. And that's a stand-up double for the Kentucky State sophomore, Adrian Thompson.
I mean, if that thing was maybe a foot higher, he doesn't even have to worry about sliding in the second because it'll be a home run. They talk about baseball being a game of inches. That was literally, I mean, maybe not even half a foot away from being 2 runs on the board.
Yeah, I actually thought it was going to go over, and I said stand-up double. I meant slide-in double. Great job there. Gotten his jersey dirty.
Yeah, he did stand up eventually after the slide.
Oh, yeah,
but he is in second here, so 2 runners on, in scoring position. And we'll see if Shank can keep it going here, with, like we said, with 2 outs. Don't want to waste an opportunity as this is swung on.
And that's a fly ball on the infield. Shortstop looks to bring it home. Cam's under it. Mr. Bell. And that'll do it for the top half of the 4th. We'll go into the bottom half. Score still tied at 0. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Welcome back to the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. The Kentucky State Thoroughbreds and Albany State Golden Rams knotted at 0. Jalen Anderson still on the mound for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds as Nathan Lloyd leads things off here for the Golden Rams in the bottom frame of the 4th. Lloyd with a walk in his first AB. And Jalen Anderson has got to get those control issues together. He's thrown behind his 3rd batter today. Kick fire delivers and misses the outside half. 2 balls, no strikes. What type of pitch you sitting on right here? Fastball?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, he wasn't. He wasn't sitting on the fastball at all.
We talked about times to go to swing or not in a 3-1 count. Might have been an opportunity.
Yep.
At the same time, good he didn't, because now he's aboard with a walk.
That'll bring up Bell with a runner at first. Tie game. You go small, you go big right here.
I always go small. I'm like
small here.
Yeah, I'm like you. I've always been a believer of the small ball.
Let's see. There it is. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but Jalen Anderson has got to deliver a strike so that Bell can lay a bunt down. I see the third baseman Moore in on the grass. He's crashing in.
I've always said that's how you can tell who's a baseball fan and who's not. Like real baseball fans are like a 1-0 game, like we have now, no score between either team. Folks who just like watching, the highlights and the home runs, they'll love an 8-7 game or something like that. Yes, I am gatekeeping the sport.
Jalen Anderson comes set, delivers, ball gets past the catcher, and no need to go small right there. They'll let the pitcher do all the work for him. So runner at second now, no outs. for the Golden Rams.
Oh, you definitely lay the bunt down now. That was no question.
All right. Now let's see what he does. I like that. Now let's see if he goes small right here with the runner at second. If he goes small, that first baseman, Adrian Thompson, should be crashing in as soon as he can. And that's a strike on the outside half. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. And again, if you go small, then you're looking to get that runner to third with McConnell on deck.
I think that was a good take right there. I mean, there's no reason to swing. You got 2 balls in your favor. Now you can look about laying the bunt down again.
No need for a bunt there. Ball smacked to left field. And camping under it was the left fielder, Collier Higgs. F to 7 if you're scoring at home or inside the broadcast booth.
Just think that's a wasted opportunity.
Well, the runner did get to second base. So the best that you can hope for here, if you're not going to bunt with McConnell, you got to hope for an RBI single or double or whatever it may be.
We talked about how both of us are proponents of small ball play. You just like to see the bunt laid down and move that runner over, or you can have that happen too.
Bingo. And Jalen Anderson has got to get his control issues together. Rob Henry, nobody up in the pen just yet. I do see somebody in the dugout looking as if they're going to get down there. But you can't be in the playoff game throwing pitches past the catcher. Here's the pitch. And it hits McConnell. And that'll send somebody to the bullpen for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. So now you get first and third. Coach Henry comes and uses his second time out. He's got 1 more left in case he doesn't take a pitch and change right here.
You think he's just coming to buy this relief pitcher some time here. He's just going out there. And he's going to take every second of this meeting on the mound here to give that pitcher some time to warm up. Wonder what they're talking about in this situation. Now, you would think they were talking about some baseball, but, knowing what he's out there for, did he actually give him baseball advice, or did he just say, hang in there, kid? Just don't make any mistakes or limit mistakes best you can until we can get this reliever ready.
Well, if I know Coach Henry, the first thing he did was he set up the defense. He let them know what they want to do and how they want to play this first and third situation. Out of first and third, they can go steal, they can go hit and run, they can go bunt. A lot of options here for first and third. Here's a swing. Fly ball to the left fielder. And we got to play at the plate. And no, he's not going to worry about the play at the plate. And that was Jordan getting the job done with an RBI sacrifice. Fly.
Number 4, T.J. Thomas.
2 away here for T.J. Thomas.
Good job by ASU to get the run across here. Sometimes, when you have that runner on third, you have so many options. And the option there was to go for the sac fly.
Let's take a look and see what he does right here. Thomas struck out in his last at bat with a batter's interference.
There should be a 2-0 count here, and it is.
Albany State about to see Jalen Anderson 3 times after this batter. Usually that's about the time you want to start getting your next pitcher warm. You don't want them to adjust to you if it's a tight ball game like this.
Especially with the season on the line.
Yep.
It's a must-win situation. Anderson not as strong as you'd like to be here. That one hit right up the middle. I kind of took the play-by-play job from you for a second. I do apologize.
No, it's all good. As Kumar just couldn't get to it. 1-0, still your score. The Golden Rams still lead the Thoroughbreds from Kentucky State. That'll bring up number 21, Lavoisier Fisher.
Number 21, Lavoisier Fisher.
5 batters this inning so far. This is batter number 6 here for Anderson of the inning. Yeah, my math is math, and that's right.
Jalen Anderson comes set, delivers to the plate, and misses outside.
Now, Fisher, we talk about how great of a hitter he is. 0 for 2 so far in this one. A ground out to first base and then fly out to second baseman. Might need to try to go to the other side of the field.
The pitch. Misses on the inside half. Henry's got somebody up in the pen. See if I can look down there with the binoculars. He's got his BP top on. The pitch. And misses for ball number 3.
If your goal is to get to the bullpen, if you walk this batter with 2 outs here, especially given it is Fisher, it's not the worst thing in the world. Fisher swung at what would have been ball 4 and fouled it off for strike 2.
Yeah. The time is now 10:07 here, Riverwalk Stadium.
Just think 12 hours ago, we were still in early going game of games 8.
And I think that's going to do it for Jalen Anderson.
There is a black in Hella parked in front of the gate. Mississippi tag 7F088M. Please remove your vehicle at this time. That is a black in Hella Mississippi tag number 7F08M.
Coach Henry's going to stick with his guy. I'm sure this is the last batter. Bases loaded. And Jake Rock is up.
I'll tell you one thing, if he gets out of trouble here, there's a chance we'll see him again in the 5th. I think literally what happens to Anderson is dictated by what happens in this at bat. Considering it's a 1-0 game here, if he can get out of trouble, we'll see him some more in the 5th.
The pitch. And Jalen Anderson just can't find the strike zone. The radar gun says 77 for Jalen Anderson.
See if we can power one by Ross here.
Ball hit to center field. Kelton Saylor camps under it, makes the play. We'll go to break. Albany State gets on top, 1-0. And we'll go into the 5th inning. When we come back, you're watching more of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
It's like a loop machine. All around town.
It'll be Famble, Moore, and Kumar stepping up to the plate for the Thoroughbreds. And there's a shot. Drive, left field, going back off the wall. Famble to the bag. And there's another slide-in double for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. Leadoff double by Famble.
That's how you start an inning. When you're trailing 1-0, you get a leadoff double to get it going here in the top of the 5th.
Daniel Moore up to bat, the third baseman, with a runner at second base. Thoroughbreds have a runner in scoring position here. Brady Davis still on the mound. The pitch. And misses on the inside part.
Right now, it's important for Moore to not waste this opportunity. Get that runner to third, play some T-ball, and get this man in to tie the contest up.
I'm interested to see what he does right here. The pitch. And strike on the off-speed. Change-up.
It looks like there's no thoughts of bunting here. And, sometimes, I'm not saying that Moore is not a good bunter, but sometimes you have to know your strength. Is that if bunting's not one of them, there's no point in trying to lay that down if it's not going to be fruitful for you.
There's the timing pick.
I mean, timing all the way. That was like a perfect throw from the pitcher. He directly hit his target. He's like, I'm throwing to this spot. Better catch it, or he might score. That one kind of got away from Jordan. This sound started off as one thing and went to something totally different.
2 balls, 1 strike to count, no outs. Kentucky State trying to even it at 1 here. Pitch. Oh, my goodness. Almost in front of me. About 3 doors down in front of the PA announcer. He almost had him one. Wow.
Yeah, I've said it before and I said it again. I'm going to need that net to do its job. I don't like being in danger. But just looking at my monitor here, looking at Moore in these beautiful green uniforms with the white writing. So I'll have the throwback over to second. Don't know if I should be as focused on Famble as I am. Or as Davis is that gets in for ball almost count 3-2.
Yeah, good position to be in right here if you are Daniel Moore. Going to look for something to drive, maybe a fastball, maybe look for that right center field gap. This would be a good time to think opposite field. And ball a little high, doesn't need it. Ball 4.
Or you could think walk. That gets the job done too. Brings up the 9-hole hitter though, the shortstop, Kumar.
Yep.
Number 14, Kumar.
Hello to the Kumar family watching. Back in the 702. What's the area code for Vegas? This shows bunt. Kumar batting in the 9th hole, 0 for 1 on the day with the fly out to left field.
Here's a 702 Las Vegas area code. So, interesting thing to know.
The pitch from Davis shows bunt. Right back to the pitcher. Great job. Sacrifice bunt and almost got away from the pitcher or the first baseman. Great job by Kumar to lay that down. Advances runners from first and second to second and third. Now you have 1 out with your leadoff man, Jared Pierce, in the box. I like it.
Number 3, Jared Pierce.
Absolutely. You mentioned opportunities. It's none like right now a chance to get several runs on the board here, with just one out.
Here's the pitch. And just misses in the dirt outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Brady Davis trying to keep his team in the contest. Trying to work out of a jam. We've seen a lot of jams get worked out of this contest.
We've seen a lot of jams get worked out of this week.
Tournament period is right. Pitch. And again, just missed on the outside half. Davis trying to locate his pitches. More of a what you call soft toss and crafty lefty. Here's the pitch. And he calls the
looked like a strike there you just called. A 2-1 count here for Davis. See what we can do here against this lineup. Pitch on the way. That swung on, hit high, but not particularly deep. Looks like it's going to be a collision. Whew, almost a catastrophe. The play is made by the left fielder to keep those runners in check.
And that was Pierce. Couldn't get the job done. Top of the order. After 7 if you're scoring at home. Kelton Saylor comes up, and he's going to have to do it against the lefty on the right-hand side. 0 for 1 of the day with the walk. And he tried to go bunt, and great job there. Great play by Brady Davis to snap the out.
It saved the run for sure. That was a great heads-up diving play to get that done.
No runs for the Thoroughbreds that inning. They trail 1-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Surprisingly enough, Jalen Anderson still in this contest. He's only given up 1 run in 4 innings of work. Leading off things here in the bottom 5th, Zach Ross. Excuse me, check that. Lackland Ross. Actually, Nicholas Hernandez, actually. Thank you.
No, you had it right. It was Ross. Lackland
Ross.
Yeah.
Gotcha, number 14. Got to write that down. Lackland, and Zach is the lefty. He throws me off. Haven't seen 2 brothers back-to-back in the same lineup in a while.
I'm not sure if I ever have.
We talked about Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Sr. or Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. going yard back-to-back last night in the broadcast. Do you remember that moment?
I think that might have been a little too old for me. That's in that nice little age sweet spot where I might have missed it. But I have heard the story. I just don't remember seeing any highlights or watching it live.
Here's the pitch, and called strike on Nicholas Hernandez. Jalen Anderson. I mean, I don't know how he's doing it, but he's staying alive. The pitch. And he hits Nicholas Hernandez. And again, surprisingly enough, the score is still 1-0. But that's going to do it for Jalen Anderson. Coach Henry has seen enough. And that's going to signal the truest call to the pen. We'll be right back, and when we return, we'll see who answers this call to the pen. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
At Tyson.
New pitcher for the Thoroughbreds, Josh Graves, coming in here. Bottom frame of the fifth for starter Jalen Anderson, which is one of our storylines. How long could the starting pitcher last today for both teams? Jalen Anderson went 4 innings, pitched to 2 batters here in the bottom frame of the fifth. Nick, tell us a little bit about the new pitcher, Josh Graves.
Josh Graves making his 8th appearance of the season, 1-1 record. He started 1 game. He's pitched 17, 1/3 innings, struck out 11 batters, walked 12. Opponents are hitting 232 against him. So he has an opportunity to come in here with 2 on, nobody out, really be a savior for his team. Already trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, hopefully he can hold him down here. Bunt situation, runners at first and second again. We've seen this before. Lloyd the lefty. Let's kind of see how coach wants to play this one. First baseman in on the grass is Adrian Thompson. Third baseman Daniel Moore is on the edge as well. Shows bunt. And in the dirt. Luckily, it bounced off the batter.
Lloyd has been very patient at the plate so far in this one. Walked twice.
Yep. He showed bunt there. Let's see if he shows it again here. Let's see what Kumar does, the shortstop, if he goes for the wheel here. No show. He's moving towards the bag. And nothing.
I think the focus for Graves right now is just to get the batter out. Then when we get one out, we can say, all right, now let's look at these runners. Right now, you've inherited 2 runners on with nobody out. You got to focus on getting outs right now.
The pitch. Swung on. Fly ball, left field. 1 run will score. Here comes Hernandez. He stops at third, and it's a RBI double there for David Lloyd. That will extend the lead 2-0 in favor of the Golden Rams from Albany State.
Now for Atlanta, Georgia, number 2, Malik Bell.
Malik Bell steps into the box with runners at second and third. No outs here.
And that's what you want to do here is you want to work this count, make this new pitcher get some work in.
Did Kentucky State run out of pitching? We're not sure. But how long can Graves go? There's the pitch in the dirt. Jalen Anderson, 4 innings, and hit the first 2 batters of this inning.
Right now, every batter on base belongs to Anderson. Let's see.
Well, not the last batter.
Oh yeah, that's right. The last batter was hit by pitch. I forgot about that.
Swung to the center fielder, Saylor, and that'll score another one. And he dropped the ball, but it was on a transfer. So another sac fly for the Golden Rams of Albany State. They extend the lead 3-0. That bring up McConnell. Tyler McConnell. I guess he flew out into a fielder's choice in the first at bat. Or, I mean, I'm not sure how to say if he flew out or if he grinded out, but it was a fielder's choice, center fielder to the third base, and he was hit by pitch in his last at bat. Josh Graves trying to work through the jam here. And misses outside.
And right now, if you're the Golden Rams, it's about stretching that lead. You've already gotten it 3-0 now. You want to try to put as much pressure on KSU as you can to try to scratch one more run across, especially with only 1 out in the inning.
The pitch. And misses a little low. Josh Graves pumping it up, upper 70s. 78, 79.
Nice to be able to see the speed of the pitches. Now that we have that working today here in Riverwalk Stadium. That pitch missed for a ball.
That'll bring the count to 3-0. This may be a good time to swing right here.
Maybe so. I mean,
you could break it open with a hit. And a little too high anyway. That's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to swing at a ball.
It's a good discipline by McConnell to not go trying to chase one.
Tucker Jordan steps in the box with a sacrifice and a fly out to left field in his first 2 at-bats.
That top of the lineup suddenly sleeping, sneaking closer. You might want to look to try your best to induce a ground out or a ground double play. Just as long as you minimize the damage as much as possible, especially with the top of the lineup looming near.
See what Tucker Jordan does here. Does he lay down a bunt or? No, he swings it, and that's a fly ball left field. Check that center field. Kelton Saylor there, and he will make the catch and make the throw. Got him! Wow! What a throw by Kelton Saylor to end the inning for the Thoroughbreds. Nevertheless, they give up 2, and they trail 3-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here on the Black College Sports Network.
We know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Serving the people of Macon County and surrounding areas since 1938, Tuskegee Federal Credit Union offers members free checking accounts, savings accounts, home mortgages, home refinancing, automobile, signature, and payday alternative loans, internet teller service, among other products and services. Better than a bank, because when you open an account with us, you become a part owner. The Tuskegee Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to the Black College World Series presented by Tyson Foods. Top of the 6th here. Kentucky State trails 3-0.
Part owner makes me want to go open up an account.
Up to bat, it's Higgs. And he flies out to the left fielder. F-7 if you're scoring at home. And I bring up Antonio Chambers, the right fielder, who's already 0 for 1 of the day with the walk. The pitch. Did you hear that hey yo? Did you hear that Razor Ramon hey yo somewhere in the building?
Yeah, I did hear
Rest in peace to Scott Hall. Remember the old wrestling days?
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually still watch.
Oh, okay. AEW and WWE and Impact.
I don't have Access TV, but if I did have it, I'd watch that too. But yeah, I watch them both.
That's a shot to left field as Chambers gets things going here. That'll bring up Adrian Thompson. What do you think about this Albany State defense so far today and the Kentucky State defense?
So far, quality work. You know, you can only do so much with what you're given. KSU has done a good job defensively. Only held Albany 3.3 runs, and I'm gonna say now Albany turning a double play, doing a good job of correcting mistakes done in pitching.
6-4-3 to end the inning. The Kentucky State Thoroughbreds go down in order. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series live on the Black College Sports Network.
For five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
For 200.
Leading things off here for the Albany State Golden Rams, T.J. Thomas, the left fielder, with a single already in his last at bat. Josh Graves still the pitcher for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. Here's the pitch. And Thomas shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike on the outside half.
Thomas, a nine-hitter in the lineup, just has to do anything he can to get on base here, get the top of the lineup going with the runner on.
Yeah, 3-0 in this elimination game. I think the Rams just need to keep pouring it on here. Foul right back to the netting. I don't know if they got the memo about being the home team today, but thought they should have wore their white jerseys again. Here's the pitch from Graves. 0-2 to count. A little high. Ball one.
I don't know if in the tournament situation that if you can know before you get here, to be honest with you.
There's a shot down the third base line. Foul. Would have been fair. Would have been able to beat that out had Moore got to it. Moore was in no man's land trying to field that baseball.
I was going to say Moore should be counting his blessings because that could have been trouble for him had he fielded it in fair territory.
Albany State with double barrel action in the bullpen. Here's the pitch by Graves. And he throws behind Thomas. And it hit him.
Now, thankfully, that wasn't a hard hit, but it did just scrape him enough that qualifies a hit batter and puts him on first base here.
I have at least 5 hit batters for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. I think at some point, and I hope not, but the Albany State Rams head coach Scott Hemming says something.
This is exactly what I got.
The pitch shows bunt. Does Lavoisier Fisher, who's 0 for 2 on the day and a hit by pitch. But surprisingly, Albany State has left quite a few runners on base today. They've only got 3 runs. Graves sets. Lavoisier shows bunt, pulls it back. And Graves can't find the strike zone right here. What does it take for that pitcher to find a strike zone, Nick?
Well, he has to aim for it. But sometimes you just got to get the benefit of the call. You know.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the zone moves a little on you while you're pitching. But right now, as you throw back over to first, you got to really focus in, doing what you're supposed to do in this at bat.
We talked about which team could get inside the other's bullpens first. And it looks as though the Albany State Golden Rams got inside the Thoroughbreds bullpen. Here's the pitch. And just missed high. 3 balls, no strikes. Got some action in the Kentucky State bullpen as well. Here's the pitch and ball 4. And another walk, another free base for the Albany State Golden Rams. I think bigger than any walk or hit by pitch, it's the free base that helps the Rams out here.
Because traditionally, when you give up free bases, especially with no outs, they normally come back to bite you.
Seen that plenty of times before. New batter, Zach Ross. He shows bunt, pop fly, catcher's right there. Good job by Shank. And that's an F-2 with one away here in the bottom frame with a 6. And I bring up Lackland Ross,
Number 14, Lackland Ross.
who was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. So one thing that he wants to do, Nick, is stay out the double plays. Think he'll be looking to drive something to the right side down that right field line. He's got a lot of room down there.
I wonder if he decided to, I'm looking at the batter. I wonder if he decided to back off the plate a little bit after getting hit the last couple times.
It's a good strategy.
That's what I would do.
Graves sets, delivers. Pop fly, center field. Saylor camps under it, and I don't think you're going to run on him after the play he made last inning.
Nor should you. He's already proven he can make the play.
Nicholas Hernandez steps into the box, 0 for 2 already with a hit by pitch in his last at bat.
With 2 on and 2 outs, it kind of opens up your options as far as pitching goes. Throw just about anything now.
Graves finds the strike zone. Runners at first and second, 2 away here. Thoroughbred's trying to get back into the dugout. Almost stretch time here at Riverwalk Stadium.
Really interested to see here if Albany State can, we've talked about it before, taking advantages of the moments. This is a big moment here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A chance to really extend the lead. I got up to a big lead yesterday and watched the other team come back. Watched Miles try to come back on him.
There's a shot down the left field line, but sailing under it is the left fielder, Collier Higgs. Great job there. Great defense by the Thoroughbreds. They're going to give it one more shot, and we'll return. I'll pass it along to Nick Finch to bring you all the rest of the action here from Montgomery, Alabama, and Riverwalk Stadium. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series live on the Black College Sports Network.
Hey, Robbie, let's go. Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We are in the top of the 7th inning here in the 9th game of this Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Nick Finch and Nick Strong with you calling your action. Kentucky State up to bat. And it will be number 10, Roby Shank, the catcher. Watch his first pitch come in for a strike. So Shank, Famble, and more, all guaranteed here for the Thoroughbreds. And some swung on and fouled off just barely. My Shank just counts a long and loud strike.
Could have been a lot of trouble there for the Albany State Golden Rams to get the leadoff man aboard with the double. You got Famble, who's hot, and more right behind him, and then Kumar. I mean, this could possibly well end up being a good inning for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds.
But it all starts with the first thing, the first piece of action. And that one misses the zone for a ball, moves the count to 1-2. No out is easy here in the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Everyone a battle, each one with its own little mini game inside the big game. And this is swung on, hit towards left again, but one more time will land foul. This one lands right beside the dugout. I mean, the bullpen for the home team.
Shank trying to put that ball, place it perfectly down in that left field corner. He wants the two. He wants to start off with his team with the double. And as we remember, there's no courtesy room. There's no courtesy runner in NCAA baseball like there is in NAIA baseball, so Shank does have to run for himself here. Unless coach goes to the pinch runner.
That pitch thrown in for a ball, moves count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Nobody out. Top of the 7th inning, and it's 3-0 lead from Albany State. Allen misses wide for a ball, brings the count to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Nobody out. Top of the 7th, game 9. We got at least one more for the two of us today.
Yeah, it could be a good swing shift here for the Thoroughbreds. And a right to play in a championship game at 5 o'clock.
As it swung on, one hop over to third. Taking his time. There's Lloyd. He'll get it to Fernandez at first for out number 1.
Yeah, good job there by Lloyd just to kind of get the ball. He knew it was coming over to the left side. He's pulled 2 balls in a row. So Lloyd had his glove ready and he had his arm ready just to try to make an accurate throw. Shank not the best runner, so one thing you have to do is just make sure you're accurate, and therefore you'll get a 5-3 just like you did.
Got to bring up Byron Famble here. Famble 1 for 2.
Famble going for the drag bunt right there, trying to catch Lloyd off guard. Lloyd just made a play. Sometimes, you know, you kind of make a play, you kind of fall asleep real quick. I mean, we've seen that happen before in this broadcast booth as well. And, you know, Famble just trying to make sure he catches Lloyd off guard. Not a bad decision right there.
On one pitch, this one fouled off backward. And that takes, or it should take, or it might take the bunt out of the equation here. 0-2 now for Famble. Line out, nobody on. Famble just looking to reach base here. 0-2. I missed the zone, makes it 0-4. A ball, 2 strikes, 1 way pitch on the way. This one swung, hit high in the air. Not going to be deep enough as Fisher makes the play in about left center field, or center field, so to speak, and records out number 2.
Famble saw something he liked, you know, took a swing, you know, he took a chance. Just got under it too much and wasn't able to hit that line drive like he usually does, like he got that double net last at bat.
Now brings up Daniel Moore. First pitch to Moore goes for a strike. Winner advances to play another game today. That'll be against Miles College. The loser will also get the chance to be at the game. They just will be a spectator, or they'll head home after a long and pretty successful season of college baseball. This one swung on, hit high in the air, but it's not going to be deep enough as a left fielder, Thomas, comes up and makes the play. So nothing going here in top of the 7th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. 3-0 lead for ASU. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Number 18, Bradley Smith.
Back at it here in Montgomery, Alabama. We have a pinch hitter, number 18, having to go to my roster and get a name for this young fella. Bradley Smith, the freshman from Georgia.
He's pitch hitting for Hernandez.
I have him pitch hitting here for Floyd.
Gotcha.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, okay.
So Chance Bradley Smith goes to third base. We'll see what happens there. 0-1 count against him here. He takes a hard swing. Hits one swing towards center, but it's going to be almost right to Saylor for out number 1.
Saylor has made quite a few plays out there in center field. He's been working hard today.
Yeah, they're not giving him any choices on working hard or not. He has to be out there and make the play. You're going to have to work hard, son. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That brings up Malik Bell. Bradley Smith did come in for Lloyd, so it'll be interesting to see what happens over at third base. So that misses outside for a ball.
You know, actually, that 8-5 in that last inning for Saylor, that was the second 8-5 today. Because remember, in the first inning, you had the fielder's choice, 8-5 at third base. And then on that last play when Jordan flied out to center field, he got the assist, throwing out one of the runners.
How about that game at
2 8-5s in one day. I've never seen that before.
As this pitch gets away from Graves, Malik Bell has a 3-1 count in his favor. See what he can do with this one here. That misses high for a ball. Let's count to 4-0. And a walk for Bill.
Guy from Reefer, Georgia, number 20, Tyler Montgomery.
We have action in the bullpen. As finally a thoroughbred is going to get warmed up over there.
Yep.
Trouble situation here for the thoroughbreds. 1 out, runner on. And a tight game where every run is critical. You don't want to surrender here if you're Kentucky State. First pitch is this at bat, goes for a strike. Tyler McConnell. Yes, that is Tyler McConnell. Watches ball come in, so 1 ball and a strike. A 1-1. 1 out, 1 runner on. It was a hit and run situation.
Yeah, and that's a good job right there by Malik Bell to get going early on. Tyler McConnell trying to put that ball down that right field line. You see how much room the right fielder, Antonio Chambers, is giving McConnell on that right field line. It's a lot of space. And I think he heard me because he's moving towards the line now. There's a runner again.
I'm not sure if he actually tagged him, but as it stands, the umpire has called Malik Bell out at second.
Another caught stolen for Shanks.
That pitch gets in for a ball. Moves count 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to see what McConnell can do. Now nobody on. He'll draw the walk. He'll get on himself, and that'll end that discussion. So now attention turns to the catcher, Tucker Jordan. Let's see what Jordan can do. 2 outs. Runner standing on first. A lot of 2-out rallies have happened in this park this weekend.
We've seen quite a few.
Swings at the first pitch, hits it towards right. Chambers makes the play. Not solid farm, but the play is made. So we'll head to the 8th inning here. 3-0 lead for ASU. You are watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get
down. Welcome back. We have had the truest call to the bullpen. We believe it is number 32, Armando Sabella, who has answered the call for Albany State. Trying to make some notes on my sheet here. So Sabello now on the mound for Albany State.
You know, one of the storylines we talked about was how long can that starting pitching last? And it looks like though Brady Davis went 7 complete innings. That's a complete game. It's almost like a 7-inning complete game. But Brady Davis went at least he went quite a distance for the Albany State Golden Rams. And that's going to help the bullpen out for Game 2 if they can get past Kentucky State here in Game 1.
Three balls, no strikes. Sometimes it's just fun to hear the stadium sounds. So that gets in for a strike. Let's count 3-1.
Absolutely.
So Aaron Kumar is up. Watches a pitch coming for a strike. He thought it was a ball.
That could be trouble.
It was foul all the way, but I probably had to wait until a defense picked it up to officially call it.
Yeah, he saw that the runner wasn't running out the box, so you try to make sure that the ball can possibly get back in field play. But when you saw him take off running, you picked the ball up out of the field of play. Great job there by the catcher, Mr. Tucker Jordan.
Now Kumar up here, 8th inning. And we'll draw the walk, a leadoff walk, to put a runner on. Nobody out here in the 8th inning. Thoroughbreds have 6 outs to get 2 runs. They've got one of those runs possibly on first base. First pitch of this at bat goes for a strike. And this is Jared Pierce, top of the lineup. Steal attempt, running. They're going to call safe at second.
That's a great job for that guy to put himself in scoring position right there. With 2 ABs, with 2 innings of bats left, with 6 outs left, I mean, you got to try something, and he was able to get it going.
Absolutely. Pierce so far in this one has not recorded a hit. He would love to get off the slide here. Get off the slide here, I should say. 1-1 pitch. That swung on and hit high, but not going to be deep enough as the left fielder Thomas is there to get under it to record the out.
Well, again, good job right there by Kumar to force a throw. Just kind of see what the arm looks like out there in left field. You never know how far it may get away from the defender. Pierce is not having a good day for the Thoroughbreds at the leadoff spot. Has had a decent series, but sometimes, you know, things just don't go your way in this contest. That's the way it happens.
I would have to agree with you. A runner on here. As the first pitch, and this is back goes for a ball. A ball, no strikes. A runner already sitting on first. Here it comes. I was gonna say here comes the pitch. As soon as they said that, everybody got reset here. All right, now we're in the stretch, and here comes that 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed for a strike. Now 1-1 count. That runner standing on second base. Does that change the approach here for Pierce?
Actually, it does. You know, I think I want to look at something maybe down in his right field corner.
I think I would as well. 1-1 pitch. He swings on one, fouls it off the opposite way of where we thought he was going to go. I'll keep the count at 1-2.
Kelton Saylor turning back around on his left-hand side. I think he's a better hitter on his left than he is his right.
Kumar standing aboard second here. After the fly out by Pierce, we have Saylor up. As he fouls that one off, moves count to 1-2. These guys looking to tie, well, to bring the contest within one with a really, really super successful at bat. But they'll put at least a run on the board with a great at bat. And this one hit right in the center field And we talk about that one run. It's coming around to score, but I don't think he's going to get there. He dropped the ball. Otherwise, he would. The ball beat him, but the catcher couldn't hang on. And the runner will be safe. And we have the first run of the contest for KSU.
An even better job by Coach Henry to send him, knowing that the arm on the center fielder out there, Fisher, wasn't the best one today. But good job there, but also by check that, Sailor, to put it right in front of the center fielder. Good piece of hitting there and keeping the Thoroughbreds into this contest. They're down, but they're not out, buddy.
Down, but not out. I got to bring up Collier Higgs. Higgs not having the best day, 0 for 3 so far in this one. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike one. You talk about the big moments, and we have one here. So it gets a little bit more excitable with a runner on. A run scored here for KSU. Let's see if the Thoroughbreds can come through with another one, or if Albany can weather the storm here. And that one's fouled off by Collier Higgs. Moves the count to 0-2. And no balls, 2 strikes. Runner standing on first, 1 away here for KSU. Collier Higgs at the plate awaiting the pitch. That misses wide for a ball. Moves the count to 1-2. Such an interesting change when you go from the fast-working Davis to Cabela, who takes his time. There's nothing wrong with that approach. As that's swung on, hard, couldn't miss by Higgs. He'll go down swinging. That'll be the second out of the inning. And we'll bring up Antonio Chambers.
Yeah, Higgs just couldn't handle that one right there. But good job by the Albany State pitcher trying to get his guys out of a jam. One swing can tie this contest, though, for the Thoroughbreds. Don't forget.
Absolutely. Runner going. That throw over second almost took out the pitcher. But Sailor will be aboard second here with the stolen base. So 1-0 count for Chambers, Antonio Chambers, a right fielder, with a chance to put another run on the board here. At most 2 to tie up, but at least 1 possibly to get the team within 1. That misses the zone, makes it 2 balls and no strikes. This one misses inside for a ball as well. Moves count 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here, nobody on. What's
Chambers working a count here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he can find himself on base.
Let's see what he can do. That misses inside as well. Ball 4. And that'll put Antonio Chambers on here on top of the 8th.
Got to bring up Adrian Thompson. He's grinded into 2 double plays already. .543 and a .643.
So what he can do here with 2 outs, 2 teammates on.
Big situation here for the Thoroughbreds. Again, a swing of the bat can put them in a lead right here. Scoring that 1 run early on in his inning was key. And keeping the score close was key. Jalen Anderson did his job. It wasn't the most effective, but he did something.
We have a pitch thrown in for a strike now. A ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 11:10 a.m. on the clock. Cabela looking for what he wants to do. He delivers the pitch to home. And misses wide to the left, it looks like, for this batter here. 2 balls and a strike. 2 away.
Uh-oh, we've got trouble.
Is that hit Thompson there?
Albany State's got action in the bullpen, and I think they're going to go to the bullpen here. Coach Hemming has seen enough.
Which I don't blame him. 2 outs here. Now the bases are loaded. As Roby Shank comes up.
It's going to do it.
It is going to do it. So they're going to go ahead and make the call. The truest call to the bullpen. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you who answered the call. You're watching Game 9 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Welcome back here, Montgomery, Alabama. Elijah Dennis will answer the truest call to the pen. Dennis comes in here. The top of the 8th inning. I think he'll inherit the bases loaded. Dennis making his 16th appearance, 19 innings pitched. Opponent hitting .282 against him, 14 strikeouts, 10 walks. 6.63 ERA in those 19 innings of work. He is certainly in a tough spot. As the bases are loaded for the catcher, Roby Shank. Well, one pitch can get him out of this situation. We'll see if Dennis can do just that. First pitch is a ball.
He's got those strikes first.
Yeah.
The pitchers from Albany State have had troubles with doing that lately this inning and last inning.
Jordan's able to keep that in front of him. As Dennis gets his signal, delivers a 1-0 pitch. That gets hit for a strike, moves the count to 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike Two-way here. Bases are loaded for KSU. Big pitch coming. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Dennis cannot be afraid to go after these hitters. Am I wrong in this situation, Nick?
No, you're not wrong. You definitely got to get this guy out. I mean, one thing that I like about Shank is he has oppo power. He has opposite field power. And if he could lay this thing down in right field, that right center field gap, it could be trouble for the Albany State Golden Rams.
And there you have it. It's an analysis from the coach. 1-2 pitch in there for strike 3. So the Thoroughbreds load the bases, and they'll leave them loaded. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1 lead for ASU. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Bottom of the 8th here in Game 9 of this Black College World, Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Nick Finch and Nick Strong with you, serving the people of Macon County and surrounding areas since 1938. Tuskegee Federal Credit Union offers members free checking accounts, savings accounts, home mortgages, home refinancing, automobile, signature, and payday alternative loans, internet teleservice, among other products and services. Better than a bank, because when you open an account with us, you become a part owner, and that's the Tuskegee Federal Credit Union. Not for profit, not for charity, but for service. Visit that office in Tuskegee, Alabama, 304 West Montgomery Road. Back to it here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch in for a strike.
Be a good chance for the Rams to go ahead and put maybe one up here. Try to extend that lead and make it harder for Kentucky State to come all the way back.
It's T.J. Thomas. He smacks one in the, I was going to say in the right field, but that's a good snag by that second baseman, Thamble, to make the play to save a base hit for Albany State. Turn the lineup over. We're back to the top of it after that ground out by the 9-hole hitter, Lavoisier. Fisher steps to the plate with one out here. Fisher looking to make something happen. First pitch to him, called strike. Fisher's had an interesting day so far, grounded out. Then flew out to the second baseman. As that one's in for a strike quickly behind 0-2. He's hit by a pitch, and then he was walked last time up. That was in the 6th. This one misses wide outside for a ball. Moves the count to 1-2. Ball 2 strikes, 1 away here. Bottom of the 8th inning. Fisher standing at the plate. He swings and fouls it off. So, Nick, you mentioned how important it would be for Albany State try to push a run across here. Let's see if they can get that done. As that misses wild for a ball as well. Moves count to 2 balls, 2 strikes and 1 away. Pitch on the way. It's swung on and missed. And that will count as the 3rd strike as Fisher goes down swinging here in the bottom of the 8th.
Number 24, Zane Ross.
I'll bring up Zane Ross here. Ross trying to get a hit. Try to put some more space between ASU and KSU. First pitch to Ross. In for a strike. Ross popped foul last time up, but that won't be the case this time as he puts one on the ground to the right side. It was going to be a single, but it's going to be more than that after the ball gets away from the right fielder. I'd go ahead and send him, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have a play at the plate here. Ross goes from getting a single to because of an error, scoring all the way, coming all the way home, and that at bat, using the speed and athleticism. A single in the error scores Ross after getting the hit, and it gives ASU a 3-run cushion here.
Yeah, we talked about the defense for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. It's got to be tightened up, and especially inside the late innings. What do you know? Comes back to hunch in the foot again. You got to be ready when that ball comes at you, big guy.
That's going to bring up the other Ross, Lackland Ross. First pitch to him goes for a strike. So with 2 outs, you're thinking, okay, Kentucky State has escaped the situation as another strike comes in to Lackland Ross, and all of a sudden you get a single and an error that allows Zane to score all the way from essentially home. Got the hit and then scored. It's rare that you score on a single, but that's exactly what just happened. Ross fouls another one off. Moves the count to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Let's see what Ross can do. He swings at this one, hits it towards left field, and fouls it out of play into the stands. Oh, 2 count here. Pitch on the way. That swung on, hitting the air towards right, but it looks like Chambers is going to be there this time to retire the out. So Kentucky State will need 3 runs here as we head to the 9th. We'll see if they can get it done. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
And then there were 3 outs remaining for Kentucky State to try to pull even or possibly ahead of Albany State. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Nick Finch, Nick Strong with you, broadcasting your action live from Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery, Alabama. Game 9 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. One team will be going home. Will it be the State University of Kentucky or the State University located in Albany, Georgia. It'll be the bottom of the order. Who has to do it here is Ryan Famble, Daniel Moore, and Kumar, 7, 8, 9, all due up here for the Thoroughbreds. And that's a first pitch swing from Famble, fouled off and out of play. Dennis came in at the end of the last inning, trying to keep Thoroughbreds off the board here. Famble 1 for 3, had a double, reached all the way to third in the 6th inning. Swings on this one, and he'll get it started with a single into left. And here we go, leadoff single for Kentucky State. And try to get the rally started. And that'll bring up the crafty Daniel Moore. Moore technically 1 for 1 in this one. He was walked in the 5th inning. Has a chance here to come up and advance a runner. Can't really lay down a bunt. Can't afford to sacrifice the bat. This one hit towards right field. Ross running, and it'll fall. And that'll be a second consecutive hit. A double for Moore. And we have some action here in this one. 2 consecutive hits have put the Thoroughbreds in prime scoring position for the rally here in the 9th inning.
Number 14, Aram Kumar.
So Aram Kumar will step up here. Kumar looking for his first hit. He was walked last time up. Lined out to left in the 3rd. Grounded out to the pitcher. First time up, well, last time up, lined out to the second baseman. Let me correct myself. He laid down a sack bunt last time up. So 0-1 count against him here. If I could read my own writing, this would be easier to talk about. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out. Tying run at the plate here for KSU. That swung on. Hit on a line to center field. That's going to score a run. And Kentucky State not going to go quietly here, as the Thoroughbreds have pushed a run across here in the top of the 9th. Ryan Famble in to score. Kumar with a single up the middle. And a worst-case scenario for the Thoroughbreds, as we're back to the top of the lineup for KSU. So Jarrett Pierce hasn't recorded a hit. But now, with the lineup turning over, and he swings hard and hits one on a line to right. The runner won't be able to tag. That'll be the first out. Albany State doing a good job. That's Jordan being the last line of defense. Keep that ball in front of him. That'll be out number 1. That's a tough out right there. Needed another hit. There was 3 consecutive hits to start the inning, and then a line out by Pierce. Now 1 away here. That relieves some of the anxiety for Albany State. As Kelton Saylor steps up. He had a single last time up. His only hit of the day so far. 1 for 3. Was walked in the 4th inning. One out here. Runners on the corners for the Thoroughbreds. First pitch of this at bat in for a strike. Moves the count to 0-1. .11:30 in real time. Just about approaching the 2-hour mark for this contest. Oh, 2.5-hour mark for this contest, I should say. 0-1 pitch swung on. Hopper first. First baseman can't get it. It'll score another run. That runner will be safe. And we have a one-run ball game here in the 9th inning.
Great job there by Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. Trailing by 1. Got a good ball game going on here. Kentucky State down and not out. Not looking to leave just yet. We've got action here.
Now batting, number 2, Collier Higgs.
Collier Higgs will come up here. 4-3 ball game. 3 runs given up in this one. Runner still in scoring position as Higgs steps to the plate here. Higgs has not registered a hit in this one. Swings at the first pitch. It's a grounder. Oh, the second baseman was too busy worried about turning the double play than to actually making the play. As Ross has that one bounce off his glove, and now the bases are loaded.
Ross has got to get that ball inside his glove. If you think about turning 2 too early, you can always go to 1. Not the play you want to see if your head coach Scott Hemming over there at Albany State.
Ross has struggled mightily this inning. Game could be over. He got away. He got blessed with a E not being called the first time. It was a little tougher play. That one, E all the way. That brings up Antonio Chambers here. His first pitch swinging, hitting the 6-hole, and he's going to score a run. Nowhere to go with it. And it's a tie ball game, and Kentucky State not only has a tie ball game, they're in the driver's seat right now with only 1 out and the bases still loaded.
Good piece of hitting right there by Higgs, by Saylor, Higgs, and Chambers. By Higgs and Chambers. I mean, just the effort to put the ball in play and let the defense make some, put the pressure on the defense. Good job there by Kentucky State.
What a turn of events here. As that pitch to Thompson goes for a strike. You can hear the Kentucky State dugout going crazy, and they should be. 3 runs here at the top of the 9th. They look dead to rights. This is a 4-1 ball game. Now it's 4-4. Bases loaded and 1 out. And there's no action in the bullpen. So this is going to be up to Dennis to get out of this situation. As that almost got away from Jordan. Good job keeping that ball in front of him. Count is 1-1. Albany State looks rocked out there, Nick.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. I mean, it was just some defensive mishaps right here. This is where championships are made. This is, where your pressure is put on you, and you have to perform in certain situations. Pressure burst pipes. We talked about that last night.
Right now, Ari Lennox is singing because Albany State's definitely feeling the pressure. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Pitch swung on. Thompson will pick it up. Throw to home will be in time. Runner will be safe at first as that throw pulled him off. So they did the right thing, saving the run and getting out number 2.
They did the right thing there. They brought the infield in and got the play at the plate. There was almost some miscommunication between the third baseman and the shortstop. That's Lloyd and Bill. But they got it together, got the out at the plate, and then the catcher, checked the catcher, Jordan, tried to get it over to first base in time, but just not quick enough. Great play by the Albany State defense right there.
Robbie Shank up here. The 9th hitter of the inning for Kentucky. First pitch to him goes for a strike. Unbelievable turn of events here. 3 runs scored by the Thoroughbreds in the top of the 9th inning to tie this one up at 4. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hard cut and missed by Shank. Moved the count to 0-2. Don't have to do too much here, Shank. with the way this inning has been going, you got to trust. You got to trust that, like I say, you just got to trust the bat. Make the defense have to make a play to get you out. 0-2 count against Shank here. Pitch on the way from Dennis. That swung on and fouled off. We'll set up and do the 0-2 pitch one more time. That one hit 83 miles per hour.
Yeah, good job out there by Dennis. Just kind of, making sure that he's in the strike zone, making sure that he's not walking anybody. You don't want to have a pass ball. You got to trust your defense here, and you got to let them do the work.
Dennis takes a breath here and gets resettled. Everyone getting ready to rock and roll. No balls, 2 strikes. Dennis looks over to third. Gets his signal, delivers the pitch. That just misses for ball 1.
Big situation right here. You can hold them if you're ASU. You got a chance to go up, come inside the dugout, and score 1 and go home. Or, move on to the next round.
Kentucky State looking to stay alive. They've guaranteed themselves at least the bottom of an inning as that pitch gets away from Jordan for just a brief second, but able to stay in front of it. Moves the count to 2-2. Kentucky State is at least giving themselves, if nothing else, a chance to come back in the 10th. If ASU doesn't score, they have tied the ball game up 4-4. It'll be up to their defense. If Shank can't push something across, that's fouled off. We'll set up and do the 2-2 one more time.
Just trying to stay alive is Shank. Just trying to make sure he's staying alive.
Shank gets ready to step up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big time pitch coming from Dennis. Let's see what he can do here. It's on the way. That one swung on and missed. So Shank goes down with the swing. But this thoroughbred offense came alive. 3 runs here in the top of the 9th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Let's see if ASU can put the thoroughbreds away. You're watching a Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
The thoroughbreds have made a truest call to the bullpen. And we'll see who it is. Looks like it's number 18, Parker White, coming in to pitch for Kentucky State. Parker White looking to do his part to keep Albany State off of the scoreboard here. and force a 10th inning of play in the first game today. Parker White, appearing for the 12th time this season, he's pitched 15 in the third innings, has 11 strikeouts, 5 walks. Opponents hitting .313 against him, bringing a 9.39 ERA. Nicholas Fernandez to lead off the inning for Albany State. So it's Fernandez, Bradley Smith, Malik Bell all due up here. For Albany State. First pitch from White. Just notice, yeah, right, it is a pinch hitter. So that was not signaled in to us. All right. I'm talking about Nicholas Fernandez. Where are you from?
So Dylan Compton.
That's Kansas. That's Kentucky State's roster.
Oh, okay.
So Nicholas Fernandez up here has a 2-1 count against him.
Ooh.
That one gets in for a strike, moves the count to 2-2.
Nicky Fernandez looking to end this one with one swing.
And he's capable of doing just that. And this is swung on, hit high, but not deep enough. Looks like he won't even leave the infield. As Famble gets under to record out number 1.
Nicky Hernandez just trying to beat the Thoroughbreds with one swing there. Got under it and hit it a sky high.
Well, Bradley Smith now came in the 7th, getting his second at bat here. First pitch to him called a strike. So Smith and Bell still guaranteed here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And that's swung on, hit high and deep towards center, but Saylor just taking a couple of back pedals will record out number 2. So 2 away here. That brings up the shortstop, Malik Bell. So it's up to Bell to keep the tournament timing on track here the best he can. Or we're going to have to play some unpaid for extra baseball, as that one is in for a strike.
One of my favorite times of the game, extra innings.
This one fouled off.
Could be trouble if it drops. Right fielder's not even moving.
Yeah, he didn't even pretend to go. It's not something you see often. At least normally you'll see the right fielder at least try to even fake a jog effort. Chambers didn't move at all. You hope if you're Kentucky State that karma doesn't come back to haunt you when you do something like that. Baseball guys aren't usually pleased when that happens. And this is swung on. One hop foul ball. I'll tell you one thing, Moore is ready to fire that thing over the first.
Yeah, but I actually think that worked out in the favor of Kentucky State. I believe that Malik Bell would have probably beat that throw out from Moore down the line. It was kind of in that back corner. It's kind of where you don't really want to be unless you can really get it over there like Manny Machado can or something.
Manny Machado.
Or Scott Rowland.
Yes, give us more third baseman. More. Just kidding.
Robin Ventura.
There you go. All right.
Aramis Ramirez.
This man knows his stuff. He knows his stuff.
Mike Schmidt.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Hit towards center. Will fall. A single to center field. And I told you, the baseball guys wouldn't be pleased with that lack of effort on that foul ball.
And I definitely believe in baseball gods. You know, they treat the game a certain way, they'll treat you a certain way. But good piece of hitting by Malik Bell. It's his 5th, plate appearance today. He's seen enough ABs. He's seen enough pitches to kind of, be time up something, and he did just right. He timed it right back up the middle.
First pitch to McConnell, called a strike. So 2 outs here. Malik Bell standing aboard first base. ASU gave up 3 runs in the top of the inning. And McConnell has watched 2 consecutive strikes come in to him. And it's at bat. So no balls, 2 strikes. See if McConnell can avoid a 10 coming on that scoreboard. As this one's fouled off. And out of play. I'll just be a lone strike, but it would have been if it wasn't already 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, as we talked about. That runner on. ASU looking to avoid going to a 10th inning. Kentucky State looking to force that one after scoring 3 here in the top of the 9th. 4-4 ball game. Pitch on the way. That's going to be called. Strike 3. McConnell watched it come in. And we will head to the 10th inning. Free baseball for everyone here in Montgomery. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We are in the 10th inning of play here in Game 9 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Nick Finch, Nick Strong with you calling your action in this elimination contest. The winner advances to face Miles College later today. The loser will be eliminated from this World Series. First pitch of this at bat will be a ball. Brian Famble. And Famble got the party started in the top of the 9th. First run of the 3 that got us to where we are now. Famble watches one miss the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. Famble, Moore, Kumar, at least a 7, 8, 9. Not guarantee those players will be in those spots, but those spots will be up here for the Thoroughbreds. This one swung on, fouled off, and out of play for strike 1. might not be a more perfect sound to have for thoroughbreds at the plate than playing the charge horns in the stadium. 2-1 count for Famble. As I mentioned, had the single in the ninth. They got the rally started. As he swings on this one, hits towards the second baseman. He'll scoop it up over to first. And time for out number 1.
You know, we talked about the defense of the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds not being consistent later on in the contest. It was the defense of the Albany State Rams late in this contest. You know, they kind of failed them, and, you know, that's why we're playing extra innings right now.
I'll bring up Daniel Moore. The electric freshman from Michigan. From BH. Cut up here, 1 out, nobody on. First pitch in for a strike. Now Moore played this part in the rally too. He had the double. Put runners on second and third when he came up. Right now has no other green other than the grass on the field with him. 0-1 count against him. That one's in the dirt. Moves count to 1-1. I guess you say the green. I said the green. Got the little green advertisement on the U.S. Foods advertisement. You know, the walls are green, so it's a little bit more green than just the grass. But he has nobody on base. Was the main point that I was getting at here. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Shortstop will scoop it up. Throw over to first. Will it be in time? Yes. 4 out. Number 2. So we had a ground out to second, a ground out to short, and that'll bring up Aram Kumar. Kumar had a single in the ninth, but he was forced out at home. Didn't get to be a part of that incredible rally for the Thoroughbreds. Awaiting the first pitch of this at bat. It bounces off the equipment of Jordan there. Goes a ball to start this inning. One ball, no strikes here, 2 away. Kumar has reached base safely 2 consecutive times. Up for the 3rd inning in a row. So that's called a strike. Ball, strike. Just count now, 1-1. It was walked in the 8th. Had a single in the 9th. Let's see what he can do here in the 10th with 2 away. Pitch on the way. That gets in for a strike. As Dennis is able to find the zone here. It's finally an arm warming up for Albany State. Can't quite see the number. No numbers on the front of these jerseys, so it's really hard to see who's warming up or anything unless someone turns around. But we won't have to worry about it for now as Kumar strikes out swinging. So we'll head to the 10th inning of play to see if ASU can push across a run. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based.
Back to it here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Nick Finch, Nick Strong with you calling your action. 4-4 ball game. As ASU is up to bat here. First pitch called a ball. You're going to have Tucker Jordan, TJ Thomas, and Vassier Fisher all guaranteed here.
Yeah, good area. 8-9-1 is not bad for the Albany State Golden Rams. If you can get a look, if you can get a couple of runners on base right now and, you know, play a little pinball, this may be the end of the contest for you.
White still in the game, pitching. So I thought it was. Looks like there was a substitution. That pitcher, there was a Truist called to the bullpen that we missed between innings. And that's Michael Pedraza pitching now for Kentucky State. But he issues a walk. That's what happens when you don't report a new pitcher.
The batter, number 4, TJ Thomas.
Well, TJ Thomas coming up here. I think we have a pinch runner over at first. But I missed who it was. I was making some notes. No numbers on the back of those jerseys. Not able to tell who's standing at first right now.
Yeah, they don't have any on the front. Only see the
That's
back.
what I mean, yeah. You can only see the back.
Well, you can't see the back, but
Yeah.
they don't have it on the front.
TJ Thomas. Well, there is a runner standing on first. No idea who it is. No numbers in front of the jersey.
I say you get the bunt down here. Drag it down first base.
Absolutely. That's exactly what he tried to do, but he fouls off the bunt. Yeah, man, danger. Got to get the bunt down. 1-1 is the count after that fouled bunt attempt.
If he gets down first base, they'll be in good shape. And he's swinging. Oh, my goodness.
So he watches a strike come in, moves count to 1-2, takes the bunt out of the equation. That runner standing on first, I'd love to know who it is. He won't show us his number. Oh! So
attempted to bunt with 2 strikes and
he couldn't execute, and that's the danger of trying to bunt with 2 strikes. TJ Thomas tries to lay down the bunt, and it goes foul. And now to play. And I think his coach is fussing at him about wasting the at bat. Told him he didn't realize the situation.
Vassier Fisher still needs, he's overdue.
First pitch to him goes for a ball.
Oh, wow, it's a balk.
Big time mistake by KSU for the balk. That changes the approach for Fisher. Now Fisher knows if he puts one in the gap, he can do something. As you see, the infielders kind of getting all together now. I mean, the outfielders kind of getting closer together.
He may want to walk this guy.
Or induce a swinging strike.
He may want to walk this guy.
No, I'm with you. I agree.
You may want to walk this guy, put the runner at first base. The runner at first doesn't mean anything. You got to stop the runner at second. You want to keep the double play in order. Not sure why he's not walking him right here.
Looking like they're just trying to go after the batter here, and that's swung on.
There's
one hopper.
right there.
And it's going to be safe.
He's safe.
Oh, bad call.
They got away with one right there.
Absolutely. They definitely got away with one because, I mean, you never want to seem like you're cheering for anybody, but sometimes you got to. That's a tough one. That's about the best way I could describe that. The runner will be out at first, so Ross will step up here.
A hit wins the game. A pass ball wins the game. You want to be careful here if you're Pedraza. And you want to make the play if you're the infield.
Zane Ross batting for a chance to put Albany State into the third game of the day. First pitch to him goes for a strike there. 0-1 count here. Tucker Jordan's runner standing on third, and this one's hit towards left field. And a play is made by Higgs. So that play at first could be a big factor. We'll head to the 11th inning. Still tied at 4-4. You are watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class?
Yeah, it's Atlantis.
Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Leadoff hitter Jared Pierce up for Kentucky State. We are in the 11th inning. Tied at 4. Kentucky State scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning to get us to this point. Pierce watches the first pitch come in for a ball. 1-0 count. Pierce designated hitter. Will be followed by Kelton Saylor, Collier Higgs. He fouls that one off and moves count to 1-1. A ball and a strike here. Like I said, Pierce, Saylor, and Higgs all guaranteed. Here in this 11th inning. And that one thrown in. Who's count 2-1? So 2 balls, a strike. Pierce settles back in. Pierce still looking for his first hit of the contest. Won't get here as that one is thrown in for a strike. So now 2-2. Two count here for Pierce. Pierce looking to make something happen. Here's leadoff man. Looking to reach but safely for the first time in this contest. Foul tip. And that will count as a strikeout. So Pierce having a tough day at the plate. Can't get it done here.
Yeah, Pierce just didn't really get a good one on that one. He just not having a good day at the plate, and sometimes it's like that. 6 at-bats and, not being able to reach base and you're the leadoff guy, that kind of hurts. That definitely hurts.
And Kelton Saylor up again in the 11th. He's reached safely the last 2 times up.
Well, one of these extra inning games were coming in this tournament. was guaranteed at least one. We happened to catch the one where it was the extra inning game. I've actually caught a couple of extra inning games in my life, man. I remember doing the Southland tournament on ESPN 3, and
this one's hit on the ground. But Fernandez desperately gets it over to Dennis, covering first for the out.
I just don't remember. I remember going home at like 1 o'clock, 1:30 that morning. It was like a 15, 16 inning contest. And, it was like Houston Baptist versus University of New Orleans or something. And we were up all night, man. Matter of fact, 2 nights in a row.
Hey, that's the nature of the beast in these tournaments. There's going to come a point where you're going to have those extra inning games. You got to be ready, have to be well rested and ready to go. Just as much as the players, so too are the announcers. And here comes Collier Higgs. First pitch of this at bat was wide for a ball.
Lineup card is going to look all crazy after this game.
Oh, yeah, after this inning, my lineup card is done. At this point, we're just calling pure what's right in front of us. No, that's going to be on you to tell us what happened at this point, because I'm not going to start a whole new card.
Yeah, I can help you out.
I appreciate that. 2 balls, no strikes. Higgs at the plate here, awaiting the pitch. 2 thoroughbreds already retired, and this one swung on, hit towards right, will land foul. And you saw Ross making the effort to get over there, even though that looks foul the whole way. Now sitting on a 2-1 count here is Dennis. He's going to get his signal. Doesn't like what's called. Now he will take it and will deliver the 2-1 pitch. That misses the zone for ball 3. Three balls, a strike, 2 away, pitch on the way. Misses wide for ball 4.
Yeah, he's going to have to find that strike zone again. You definitely don't want to offer any free bases to these guys. They've already scored 3 runs in that bottom half, in that top half of that 9th. And, you definitely don't want to give these guys any life, because once they think that they can play with you, they're going to continue to play with you.
That brings up Antonio Chambers. He's reached safely 4 out of 5 times up. He's reached with 2 walks and 2 singles. So officially 2 for 3 in this game, and it's with 5 at bats. Well, 5 appearances. This one swung on, hit towards third.
Wow, what a play.
Yeah, I thought he was going to call it foul, but Smith was on it. He gets it over to first in time for the out. We'll head to the bottom of the 11th inning. Still tied at 4. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series.
Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Bottom of the 11th inning. You can scrap the original tournament plans because the second game was supposed to start at 12:30, and we are at 12:12, still playing game 1 today. That first pitch will be a ball. Slackland Ross here. Ross, Fernandez, and Bradley Smith all guaranteed here in the bottom of the 11th. That misses inside for a ball, moves the count.
If Albany State can get the leadoff runner on, they'd have a good chance.
Well, that misses as well in the dirt.
You know, both teams are just playing a good game, man. I mean, you know, KSU with the will to win. They never gave up. And, you know, they stayed in the contest. I mean, I think that's the difference maker. You gave yourself a chance. Jalen Anderson, you know, stuck it out. He went to 4 innings, you know, had the issue in the 5th with the first 2 batters being hit. You know, but then the bullpen came in and kept it together. You know, we talked about it before the game started. How long could the starting pitchers last?
Well, it looked promising at first. Ross put a good run on that one, but Higgs will camp under it for the first out.
You know, and then we talked about the defense holding up. You know, both teams played, you know, pretty good baseball on the defensive side until that last inning where Albany State, you know, just couldn't get out of the jam. You know, a pressure situation hurt them a little bit. You know, and then, I mean, just talking about, you know, the contest itself, I think that the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds actually, you know, had the upper edge going into this extra inning contest. But nevertheless, the home team always has the last say.
Fernandez, first pitch to him. Called a ball. Loutman in for a strike. Moves the count to 1-1. This one swung on, hit high, but not deep. Everybody taking the hardest cut as they can. And everybody's flying out right now. This one again to left field. So another F7 brings up Bradley Smith here for the Golden Rams.
Number 18, Bradley Smith.
Smith first pitch swinging, a mighty cut, misses for strike 1. Everybody's swinging for the fences here for Albany State here in the bottom of the 11th. That one misses inside, moves count to 1-1. That one swung on here on the ground. Third baseman Moore picks it up, throws over to first. In time for out number 3. Let's play another. We'll head to the 12th inning. Still tied at 4. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We are in the 12th inning of play. Adrian Thompson stepping up here. Well, 5, 6, 7 guaranteed for Kentucky State. It's the first game of day 3 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series, game 9. And it might end up being the longest game. On top of the 12th. This Thompson's up here. Last time I see, this last thing I had from him is reach on the fielder's choice.
Oh boy.
And he smacks one
That'll do it.
towards left field and out of here. So we have a run on the board here in the top of the 12th. Thompson tries to smack that one back to Kentucky.
Great job by Adrian Thompson there. Leads the team with 5 home runs, making number 6. He's the man. Found his pitch, kept it up around the hands. Got the hands out, extended the body, and right by the Jackie Robinson number 42 sign out there. Adrian Thompson could be the hero for the day.
Thank you for making that reference. I was hoping, I was like, you better say hero when you mention Jackie Robinson. You gotta put hero in that sentence. 5-4 lead now for Kentucky State. Ooh, some language down there. The first pitch in for a strike. As Roby Shank, excuse me, watches the first pitch come in for a strike. That gets away.
Now, if you're Coach Henry, you know, you've already got the 1 run you needed to, quote-unquote, possibly win the ball game. But now you play for another 1, possibly 2, to try to get up 2 runs going into this last inning.
Absolutely.
It's going to be hard for the Albany State Rams to score 1. It's definitely going to be hard for them to score 2.
Yeah, you can't get comfortable sitting on 1 run.
Right.
Like both of these teams have scored at least 4. Yeah, with Kentucky State adding a 5th, this one's popped up.
And that's in play. It's out of play, and that's a caught. Whatever.
Wow! He caught it 3 times. What a play by Fernandez. He had to catch it 3 different times. to get the out in foul territory.
It takes a lot of coordination to do that. That's a great job by the first baseman over there, Nick Hernandez. Wow, what a job. Good job, son.
That's effort and attitude right there.
I hope we got that shot. That's definitely a highlight reel.
You had a chance to be down in the dumps, and instead you focus on what you're doing and you make that play in foul territory to record the out. Fantastic effort by Fernandez. That will bring up Aaron Famble. One out here, nobody on. Famble watches the first pitch come in for a strike. It's a 5-4 ball game now after the solo shot by Thompson to left field. It gives KSU the 5-4 lead. That pitch is thrown in for a ball. So ball and the strike here. Gamble 2 for 5 in this one. He struck out, scored a run. That misses inside for a ball, moves count to 2-1. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 strike, nobody on. As that gets in for a strike, evens the count here at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Famble standing at home plate, looking to keep top of the 12th going here. Can't be satisfied with 1 run, and he swings on that one and fouls it off. And out of play.
Definitely a good swing right there from Famble. Just looking for something he can drive to the right side, trying to get something up. Knowing that Dennis is a little, maybe not necessarily tired, but he's a little inaccurate right now. So if you get something up that's not going to have any movement, it's going to be a little bit more flat. That's something that you can handle. That's something that you can drive. He likes to shoot the right side often.
2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on and fouled off again.
And that's what I'm saying. He's trying to go over there to that right side. There's a nice little gap in right center, or if he can get it down that line, he has enough speed to maybe end up on 3.
Famble now playing with house money. You have the lead here. You don't want to just give up the at-bat. But you don't have the same amount of pressure that you did before when it was a tie ball game. That one inside misses his zone for a ball. So now you have a full count here if you Famble. A lot of opportunities to become a base runner. But the Moore and Kumar coming behind you. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. Chopped to short. Throw over to first. Would have been in time, but it skips in front of Fernandez.
Famble came up limping a little bit. You want to watch his hamstring. You may need a minute to relax. It's getting hot out there. Guys been out there for almost 3 hours and 24 minutes now. And they'll take a small timeout to check on him. May need to give him some pickle juice here.
And that's exactly what's going on.
That's the old injury. You're just running hard. You kind of run it out. Your adrenaline's flowing real heavy. And it's been a long season for these guys. 46 games. 46 games, like we said, is a grind. And these guys are playing, 35 to 40 of them. It's going to be they may need some time off before the summer, actually, before they start any summer ball that they may have in the month of June and July as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's not going to be able to go. He's not going to be able to go. So they're going to bring in number 18.
Famble, the second baseman, is being replaced by 18, you mentioned. Parker White stepping in. Which is interesting. Was Parker White
pitched yesterday?
Parker White pitched today.
Oh, he pitched. Is he pitching right now?
No.
If he pitched today, then I'm not sure how he can get in the game today.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not. That's not my business.
None of my business. I'm just here to commentate. That one called a ball.
No Parker White pitch yesterday. Parker White pulling in double duty. Courtesy runner or pinch running and pitching. Two-way player possibly. He's got some ABs already this year. He's got 1 hit and 8 at-bats. There's the common two-way player lately in college baseball. You know, guys are being more versatile. They're able to play more positions, do more things, which is a really good thing for some of these coaches out here.
One-two count here. On Moore, ball 2 strikes, 1 away. White standing on first. As we mentioned, golden opportunity for Kentucky to extend his lead here. Let's see what will happen as we have a time called.
And that's a good timeout call there by Moore. He saw that the pitcher was taking too long and it threw off his timing. You know, so he kind of wants to get back in the box and, you know, make sure that he's up to speed.
That is exactly what's going on here. Dennis delivers a pitch that swung on, hit towards right, foul and out of play. There's a fan sitting there and, like, he just totally no-sold the fact that a ball was coming right at him.
He's probably had thousands of them before.
I mean, totally no-sold it. I hope to grow up and have nerves of steel like that someday.
Oh. He may have been asleep. Here we go. It might have hit him. You know, these kids don't like it when the ball hits them anymore. They just kind of stay in the box. They wanna swing it.
Yeah, I get on base by any means necessary. Just don't hit me in the head. You can get me in the shoulder. Just don't hit me in the head. Two pitch on the way, swung on, popped up. Smith is there, and that'll be out number 2.
Moore had the undercut swing there. You know, I would have liked to see him try to maybe chop one down, put it on the ground, put some pressure on the defense, make a play. You want to keep it out the air.
So Ram Kumar stepping up here for the Thoroughbreds. 2 outs and a teammate standing on first base. Parker White standing on first. First pitch to Kumar is a ball. Now we have seen some baseball in this one as we've hit the 12:30 mark. The official start time for Game 2 today. Game 10 for the tournament. Instead, we're in the 12th inning, top of the 12th, so we still have another half inning to play of this one. As it's swung on, hit towards third. Smith is there. Throw to first in time for out number 1. So the home run from Thompson breaks the tie. We're headed to the bottom of the 12th inning with a 5-4 lead for Kentucky State. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series right here on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get
down. Malik Bell, Tyler McConnell, Tucker Jordan, all due up here. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Albany State. They must score a run here. They trail 5-4. In the bottom of the 12th inning. First pitch of this at bat goes for a strike. As Pedraza not messing around here. Throwing the heat. Just starting off the bottom of the 12th inning.
Can Malik Bell get something started here?
As Bell fouls one off, he's quickly behind 0-2.
Malik Bell on the day. 0 for 1, 0 for 2. Well, I mean, technically, sac fly. Really 1 for 2 in 5 plate appearances.
Sometimes them's be the breaks, man. 0-2 pitch. Bounced in. For a ball. That one hit the ground right before it crossed the plate.
2 walks today. A single. A F7. And a sac fly. A sac RBI. To center field.
He's had all kinds of excitement in each of his plate appearances. That misses inside for a ball. Was count to 2-2. Of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bill, the leadoff hitter, swings and hits a hard one to center field, but Saylor is there to record the out. So F8 for Bill, and to bring up Tyler McConnell, a designated hitter.
That was a good swing there by Malik Bill, just trying to get something going. I would have probably liked to see some small ball, maybe a drag bunt there to just throw the defense off a little bit. But he tried to get something started. Nevertheless, if you coach him, and you can't do anything but congratulate that young man.
So that'll bring up, as I mentioned, the designated hitter Tyler McConnell. Swings at the first pitch, could be trouble. And the play is made on the fly by Famble, retreating backward into center field for out number 2.
Yeah, good job there by the second baseman, just to kind of get out there and make that play. He had to go do it with his back turned to the home plate, but nevertheless, great hustle for this young man.
And forgot that was a substitution. Parker White forgot to make the defensive substitution on my sheet here. It was White to make the play. I'll bring up Tucker Jordan. Jordan up here with 2 outs. Needs to get on base here to give the Golden Rams the opportunity. Golden Rams down 1 here. Sam misses his own, moves the count to 1-1. Pitching away. That swung on and missed. Could be down to his final strike here. Ball is the call there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is swung on, foul tip, and that's gonna do it. As Tucker Jordan foul tips it for the final out. That means that we will see Kentucky State face Miles College for the right to go to the final on Saturday. But we'll take an elongated break and get ready for the second game of the day, the NAIA contest. For Nick Strong, I'm Nick Finch. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you in a while for the second game of the day. This has been the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
They take around